Okay.
Hey, welcome, Mr. O'Neill. We
Thank
thank
you.
you for being here today and for agreeing to take part in this testimonial.
My pleasure.
We appreciate your time. We're going to just go through a few questions together and want to know from you your decision to move to Sand Hill Cove. We are an LCS community.
Right.
And do you feel that by moving to an LCS community that has enhanced your lifestyle?
Well, yes, of course. My wife and I came here 6 years ago because we had decided it was the right thing for us to do. We knew a little about LCS because friends at Mariner Sands, our previous residents, lived in an LCS community in North Andover, Massachusetts. You probably know the name of it, and I did know, but it's escaped me since then because this gentleman doesn't live there anymore. But we visited him in his community, liked it very much. He told us about LCS, and he knew that Sand Hill Cove, which is of course close to Mariner Sands, was also managed by LCS, in fact owned by LCS. So when it came time for us to, my wife and I, to start looking around, we thought of Sand Hill Cove immediately, and we came here to a marketing event that Joe was putting on, a luncheon. In fact, that one was held right here in the lobby and down the corridors a little bit, and it was a very nice event, and we were very impressed with Sand Hill Cove, and we knew about the Whites family because of their involvement with LCS also, and that worked out very well. So we went back and talked about it and decided that we didn't need to look anyplace else. Sand Hill Cove had all of the things that we were looking for, and we would be very happy in living here. So we made all the arrangements, and we've been here since.
Wonderful. Well, we're sure glad that you made that decision, but it sounds like you did your homework. That's for
Well,
sure.
we did. At least we tried to do it as much as we could, and we found the community beautiful. And in that regard, I should tell a little story. My brother came here from Nancy's services and said to my children after dinner in the dining room that he said, I come from a fairly well-off community. I have a lot of friends in retirement homes in the Boston area, and I visit them and see their places. He said, none of them look like Sand Hill Cove. He said, this is a top-notch place, and your dad and mother did the right thing in coming here.
Thank you for sharing that. That's great. Do you feel that Life Care Services brings you an enhanced lifestyle here at Sand Hill Cove in your activities, in your daily living? How has that helped you to maintain your independence?
Yes, it does very much. The first place when we came here, since several people from Mariner Sands had come here before us, we had some ready-made friends here already, but we soon made several new ones as well, and that's a lifestyle enhancement in itself right there. But in addition to that, Nancy was an artist, and was involved in the art class here at Sand Hill Cove and had a good teacher and enjoyed doing it, and it brought a lot of pleasure to her to be back in doing her artwork again. And so many other things to do. We say about Sand Hill Cove, you can be busy all the time if you want to be, or if you don't want to be, you don't have to do anything. So that there's, and I got involved right away in some committees, particularly got involved in the library. And we have as you know, we have a beautiful library here, and it's been enhanced to the point where it's used as a marketing tool. And Jill can bring people through the library and show them what we have with all of the bestsellers that we have and the great history and biography sections, and the kinds of books that are of interest to our residents here. And the committee has been good enough to keep that in mind in acquiring the books that it has, and so that we have a library that's useful to our residents. And there was, we're waterfront property, which is a big assist. And, just looking out at the water, especially the waterside building, those people have a great time just watching what's going on in the St. Lucie River and the activities in boating and the fishing that's going on there, and the wildlife activities as well. That is everything about Sand Hill Cove is a lifestyle enhancement, and we've both of us enjoyed it here for a long time.
Good. And last but not least, I know that you've served on various committees, and you're now the vice president of our resident council here at Sand Hill Cove. And how is being part of governance and working with management enhanced your lifestyle? Well,
I've been very fortunate in the committees that I've been on, in the library, the healthcare committee, the social committee, and now the residence council activities, and that's been. But in addition to that, I've had the opportunity to work closely with Mary Summer, and I help her manage the visually impaired group that she has set up, and that's a wonderful thing itself. And I've had the opportunity to work with Phyllis and doing the resident spotlight each month, and that's been entertaining for me. It seems to people seem to like it, so that feels good too. Those two other additions, in addition to the committees, have helped me a lot in filling my time and getting and keeping active and busy.
Good. Well, yes, it does. It sounds like we've kept you very busy, including this time together today. So we appreciate all of your feedback and everything you've given to Sand Hill Cove and for your time today. So
great.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to add one other thing, if I might.
Definitely.
And that's about Water's Edge. We hear people say they're not ready to come here. Or they say they want to go to a rental place or other things, without realizing the advantage that Water's Edge Extended Care is to this whole community and to its residents. My wife was a patient there for not for a long time, thankfully. And but there's one little episode I'd like to mention, and maybe it will be helpful. She was here under hospice care, which I never realized was an option for residents. But I asked the hospice doctor, the MD in charge of all hospice medication, what the difference was between hospice care in their own place and hospice care in Sand Hill Cove. And he said there was none. It was the same. They did everything the same way. And he said, and I've got to tell you, as far as hospice is concerned, Sand Hill Cove is the gold standard. He said that of all of the nursing homes that hospice assists in, Sand Hill Cove is by far the top. And coming from someone who is in all of them, sees them all, their bright spots and the things that they might want to hide, for him to talk about Sand Hill Cove's water's edge that way is a great boost. And I think it's a great compliment to the Whites family who created it and the management that's running it, both you and Heather. Heather came in during that period and became the administrator there, and she's, in my opinion, she's transformed and done a great job.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that story. That's really valuable to the Life Care product that we provide and the value of it.
Yeah.
So.
And the other point I think that should be made about Sand Hill Cove generally, and that includes LCS and the Whites family. The Whites family promotes this. They recognize that they, as a family, are responsible for the residents here, and they take that responsibility very seriously and do a lot of great work with it. And that has created, in my opinion, a great family atmosphere within Sand Hill Cove. And all of us, as residents here, feel that with the other residents, we're all part of an extended family, and that makes a big difference in living here.
So true.
Yeah.
It really is a family.
Yeah. Right.
Well, we're glad that you're part of our family.
Well, I'm delighted I am too.
Thank you so much for your time today. We
Okay.
appreciate it.
My pleasure.